Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly, sometimes weekly Twin Peaks recap and review show. I missed last week because I was dying. Nikki, was I dying?
Yeah, you had eye herpes.
Alright, it was actually got infected. But, yeah, if you want to call it eye herpes, cut to the picture here. Anyway, so I missed last week's episode, but I guess I'll do a quick recap of that, and I'll talk about episode 12, I think we're on. What happened last week? That's right, you've only ever watched one full episode of the show.
And that was tonight.
And that was tonight. So last week, Dougie Jones was going to get killed by the casino owners, but it turns out, like, they were innocent, and he was provided evidence of that, so the casino owners love him now, and also Jim, that's the one who's alive, right? Yeah. Jim Belushi had a dream that had to do with all of that, so Dougie Jones is still alive, and in the good graces of the casino. He even ran into the homeless lady who called him Mr. Jackpot, and she's doing very well, as you could imagine, because she won, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars that night. What else happened last episode? Something happened last episode. I think what else happened? Some important stuff happened. Hawk had a conversation with someone.
Are you talking about the one we just watched?
No, the one before the one we just watched, because
okay,
I missed
you're
it.
on your own.
Because I missed it. Yeah. So anyway, that was my recap. The important thing from that episode was the Dougie stuff. There's some other shit. Oh, the one girl survived. The girl that Richard Horn, I think, beat up. She survived, or John Horn. Yeah, Richard Horn. She survived. She's still alive. Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard died last episode. One of those scary homeless demons exploded his head, and then huh? Yeah, he was in the. Yeah, he was in the. Yeah, Shaggy. And then Gordon almost got sucked into another dimension, but Albert saved him. And he saw the homeless demons that are there, who, again, the homeless demons, as far as we could tell, were birthed when Americans experimented on the nuclear bomb, and on the subatomic level, a interdimensional being vomited, throwing up all these demons into our universe, one of them being Bob, who is the main antagonist of the show.
Is that the deaf guy?
No, Gordon is not that.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows?
Is that the guy with the eyebrows?
Which guy with the eyebrow? What are you
Never
talking?
mind.
Alright, so flash forward to this episode.
Sorry.
This is the only full episode of the show Nikki has ever watched. Nikki, how much of Twin Peaks did you know about before watching this episode?
My mom watched it when I was a baby.
Okay.
And
What are your memories of that?
she's really excited it's back.
Okay.
And you like it.
Name 3 things you knew about the show before tonight.
There's a guy named Dougie in it who is kind of like just a giant living doll.
Okay.
He's got nothing left.
Okay. Dougie's actually dead. That's Cooper inhabiting Dougie's play. Dougie was created by Bob Cooper as a decoy, so Bob Cooper wouldn't be brought back into the Black Lodge.
I knew somebody was murdered.
Okay. Yep, Laura Palmer was murdered.
The town has a lot of trees in it.
There you go. All right. So, Nikki, what happened? Yeah, Nikki, I want you to explain what happened in this episode, and I'll try to break it down. No, because this is how I know everything about
horrible.
Twin Peaks, and I sound like a crazy person every week. So what happened in this episode?
The chick that got murdered, at first her mom freaked out in the grocery store after trying to buy like $100 worth of vodka.
Yes, Sarah Palmer went nuts, and she's like hearing voices, which if you're fans of the show, you know that Sarah Palmer was able to communicate with like spirits and stuff. And the episode 8 is implied that maybe she was the young girl on the date in that episode. So that weird frog locust thing might have went into her, which is the reason Laura Palmer was birthed. Did any of that make sense?
Nope.
Okay, what else happened in this episode? And then Hawk went to check on her.
Yeah, Hawk checked on her.
Okay.
She was kind of a bitch to him.
Okay.
There was something in her kitchen, supposedly.
Yeah, there was a sound in her apartment, but she wouldn't say what it was, or house.
Yeah, she was pretty upset about that. Also, goddamn. Some old guys were talking in a trailer park, I believe.
Harry Dean Stanton was letting a guy. He found out this guy was donating blood so he can make money to pay rent, and he told him not to worry about the rent because no one should have to do that. And the guy's lived there for like 20 years, so he felt bad for him. Harry Dean Stanton was in the movie Fire Walk with Me. He's from the town that's like the anti-Twin Peaks, and I guess they brought him back into this show because he's such a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors. He's great.
So he's like only family. Low level.
Anyway, what else happened in this episode?
Cut that one out.
Nothing gets cut out.
So, shit. Let's see. Somebody whose brother is doing bad things. So was talking to somebody's brother who's disappeared, who died, but they replaced him. Because some lady survived from the brother that does bad things, beat him up.
We already
grandson.
We already talked about this. I already covered that.
Right,
the girl's still alive. Richard Horn's victim is still alive. And Ben Horn talks to Sheriff Truman, and he's going to pay for the stuff, and he talks about his bicycle that he had when he was a kid for no reason.
It's a very long bicycle.
And Ashley Judd cries. Gordon was, like, flirting with a French girl.
Yeah, a very long scene with a French girl, like, boop, 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 boop. And
they asked her to leave so they have a private conversation. And it's about 4 minutes of this girl getting ready and leaving. I didn't know Gordon was, like, a pimp.
Is Gordon the one...
He's the one...
It's 11:05!
He's the one played by David Lynch, the creator and director. The deaf guy.
I'm sorry.
Anyway... so he's still alive. They're on to, Diane is possibly working with, Cooper, Bob, and they're reading her text. They have access to it, and they want to know what she knows. They brought Tammy into the Blue Rose, which, actually, you said you researched UFOs earlier today?
Oh, I was obsessed with UFOs.
They mentioned Project Blue Book in this, which was a real thing.
the beginning of it?
Yeah. Blue Rose, they said, because that's something that was introduced in the movie. They said it's a Blue Rose case, and no one's known what that is until now. The Blue Rose is from Project Blue Book, which is an actual thing where the government researched UFOs. And they found out there wasn't enough evidence. Like they said, in an unsolved case in that file, someone's last words were Blue Rose, and that's where the term comes from. So it's basically... The show's basically becoming X-Files a little bit. So there's that. Tammy's in the fold now. Diane is in to help them, but I think she's actually helping Evil Cooper. And then the two hitmen that Evil Cooper hired killed some guy with white hair. And I can't tell if it was Bobby Briggs, which wouldn't make sense, or Ben Horn. They killed some old guy. If you know who it is, please let me know who it is.
I'm still not sure the difference between the good Cooper and the evil Cooper.
I don't have all day to explain this. Speaking of good Cooper, Dougie Jones, the saga of Dougie Jones, was in literally one shot this entire episode. He's trying to play baseball with his son, and the son just hits him in the face with the ball.
That was actually pretty funny, though. But there's also a lady really upset with her dwarf.
Oh, Audrey Horne finally comes back. Apparently unscathed from the explosion we last saw her in. And I thought she was going to be worried about her son, but she's worried about some guy that she's fucking. And she's complaining about it to her weird dwarf husband.
Who barely moved the whole scene.
Yeah. Who I think was in Kill Bill Volume 2 and Sin City. I recognize that actor. So the weird thing about Audrey Horne is she's married to this weird dwarf guy, but he's not her son's father. Ben Horne makes a point to say that the kid had no father. So my theory, and this is a lot of people's theories, for why her son is such an asshole and just a real piece of shit, I fucking hate this character, is because, as we all know, Audrey had a crush on Cooper, but Kyle MacLachlan's real-life girlfriend, who was also in the show at the time, refused to have them have any love scenes together, so they wrote that out of the show. Yeah. Yeah. What's it? Lara Flynn Boyle used to be on Twin Peaks. She is not in this revival.
No.
Because she looks horrible. This isn't even like she's just older.
Did
she's
she party?
She partied, and she looks bad.
The years were rough.
Look up Lara Flynn Boyle now and then.
Okay.
And she also wasn't even in the movie. They had to recast her in the movie, but she's not here. Like the closest we got to her was her dad.
Finn Boyle?
Yeah, Lara Flynn Boyle now and then, or Flynn or Finn. Anyway, so Audrey Horne is back. And I think the thing is, she must have finally hooked up with Cooper, but it was Bob Cooper, the evil Coop. Yeah, so... And then the show ended with two characters I've never seen before talking about a girl whose boyfriend's cheating on them. So I don't know what's up with that. Did you look at the before and after? Yeah. Hey guys, so... There's Lara Flynn Boyle. Time was not kind to her. Yeah. Hey, we're back. Sorry, I hit the record button there. Anyway, so Nikki, what did you think of Twin Peaks? Does it look like a show you'd like to get invested in?
I think if I had a lot more time on my hands and I didn't have to like rewatch The Office like every few months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guys, so in the comments below, please leave why Nikki should watch Twin Peaks, and then I'll post to her private Facebook. And you can private message her. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. Bye, guys.